Hi guys, welcome to another 3 years podcast. Today we have Omkar Walnuj from Maharashtra, Ratnagiri. Ratnagirichi Madus Ahe. Okay, just kidding. Okay, so he scored 119 marks out of 150. Very first, Omkar, congratulations for your score. So this score was expected, or you were expecting a little more higher side? I mean, little higher.
Uh, I was expecting between 120 to 125. That was my target. Uh, Before the exam also, like I was targeting for 120 to 125. After the
Okay.
exam, I was like, whatever.
So you are happy with your score?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. As you mentioned, I mean, before we start, want to understand your academic background and how this law idea came into the picture.
Yes, sir. So I done my schooling from military school, Ratnagiri itself. Then 11, 12, I was in Ratnagiri. And for graduation, I was in Pune Ferguson College. I did my graduation with geology as the main subject. Then I took 1 year as a gap for preparing other competitive exams. And from for like, on this year, I just decided to do law.
Was there any plan like I will be going for this field or?
No, sir, no, sir. Law wasn't planned, but I always wanted to study law. Uh, Even now, whichever college I will get, I'm planning to study law. I'm not focusing on to have career into the law, but
Okay,
the more focus into
shake off knowledge basically.
yes, sir, yes.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
it all came from the history, I'll say, because most of our eminent personalities from history are lawyers, and I'm just a little inspired by them.
Okay. As you mentioned that you were preparing for the UPSC and you are preparing for UPSC
Yes,
also. And
yes.
so how UPSC preparation help you in your law entrance?
So, sir, I was preparing for like for 2 years before I applied for the CET exam.
Okay.
And when I first solved some papers, I felt that I'm good in GK, I'm good in the CSAT part or the logical reasoning part, but I must give a little preference to the English and the legal reasoning part. I think I didn't prepare at all for GK and current affairs. I did revise a little, but I didn't focus on GK and current affairs part.
Okay. As you mentioned, like earlier, like you have watched all the podcasts of Maneuver and want to understand how it helped you in your preparation and what you have learned from those podcasts.
So I got the idea about whole paper syllabus, and I got that I must go for the mocks. I
Okay.
think that was getting proper idea about the exam was best benefit out of the podcast. And I did give sectional mocks. I didn't go for the full length mocks because I had only 40 days. So
Okay.
I was doing just sectional one after the other.
Okay. So if you talk about preparation wise, I mean, there were 4 sections: English, logic, legal, and GK. Which section was your easiest section? And I mean, which section you were much more comfortable, and which section was very tough for you? And what you have done for it?
I think sir GK and current affairs was I was better in GK and current affairs. I was uh, like I was best in the logical reasoning part. Like when I first gave previous mocks, then I felt that I don't have to prepare for logical reasoning part. The questions are quite easy. But English was my problem. English was literally the problem because I don't think I have learned grammar or studied grammar for last few years. So I allotted most of the time for grammar only, and the legal part I was.
Okay. So I mean, have you faced any difficulty in vocab section?
Yes, so I, that was the biggest nightmare. Like in exam also, the vocab got me there, and I don't think I could have solved that part easily. English was the problem, and English.
For vocab, you haven't gone through Word Power Made Easy book?
No, sir. No, sir.
You were not aware of?
I was aware of the book, but I was studying from the best English grammar book by Ramdas Wag, and there was little vocab part. I was studying there, like jumble words.
Okay.
But I focused a lot on the grammar part.
Grammar part and the RC part, and rather than the vocab. But CET
Yes.
this, I mean, since last few years, they are asking more of a vocab based questions.
Yes, I got that little late.
Okay.
And one more thing, in paper, in the actual CET paper, most of the questions were from active voice and passive voice.
Yes.
I mean, I might have come across around 10 to 15 questions about active voice and passive voice only.
Yes.
And I didn't got single RC in that paper.
So this year, this problem happened. Like active passive, they never ask. Since last 3 years, I mean 2016, they started CET. Since 2016 to 2020 CET or 21 CET, you can say, they never asked this type of the question: active, passive, direct, indirect. But this year, I don't know why they have mentioned. That was, I mean, a new kind of a topic for all the students. And this happened with not you only. For those who have appeared for CET 2022, it happened with everyone. So that was a new kind of a question which they introduced. But yeah, again, we have to prepare for the same, those who are planning for the upcoming year. So this happens, CET, every year CET, new kind of a question comes. So you have to ready for all kind of a bouncers.
Yes.
So what was your motivation towards your CET preparation? And have you been through any kind of, have you been through battle down moment like, abhi to chhod do, give up karte, let's not prepare for CET? Such kind of a situation came when you were preparing for the exam?
Sir, I only got 40 days for preparing this exam, and I came across that there are only 2 colleges that most of people are talking about. So I decided, if I want to pursue law, then I'll go for only for GLC or ILS. I'll not choose any other college. So when I used to feel dull, that was my motivation that if you want those colleges, then you must work hard. And I think this college thing played a part of motivation, and I really studied.
GLC or ILS, I will hit 120 plus, I will get into GLC.
Yes.
That was, I mean, college is the motivation basically.
College was motivation.
Okay. So want to understand, if you want to give tips to upcoming year aspirant, what tips you will give?
The first tip will be, just don't go for shortcuts. Don't go for the books which are saying that you can read this. If you read this book, and just be calm on the day of the exam. I was very calm on the day of the exam. Like, people were panicking about the glitches and everything, but I took that point as a calming period. So I took 10 minutes gap between the exam. I finished the exam literally the last. Being calm on the day of the exam was really helped me a lot.
Okay. So very first, as you mentioned, like since you belong to the UPSC background, you had prepared for 2 years, so GK was not a problem for you. So those who are watching this podcast, I would recommend, whenever you are watching this podcast or whenever you're starting your preparation, start with GK, because that is a never-ending syllabus. I
studied GK for last 2 years thoroughly.
That is why it was not a big problem for you. But yeah, GK start the day you are starting your preparation, and obviously don't start in the last. Do have a sufficient time for your preparation, and as per your strength and weaknesses, because you are the better person to decide what are your strengths, what are your weaknesses, and do write the test series, do the analysis, be confident, be motivated. This is what you have to. All these are the parameters which you have to keep in your mind if you're targeting for the CET examination. Yeah. No.
Best of luck to those.
Best of luck to everyone, those who are watching this podcast. Okay, thank you, Omkar, coming and sharing your experience. And once again, congratulations for your 119 score. And hopefully you will get top 3 colleges, GLC, ILS, or any other college if you are targeting. So cap round is ongoing. So once the process gets over, So you'll get the college.
Yes.
And all the best for your career.
Thanks. Thank you.
Bye bye.